Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, all, for finding time and attending our webinar. I, Anjali Sharma, Techno Commercial Consultant at GKC Consultant OPC Private Limited. GKC Consultant founded in 2012, and we are the leading provider of delivering world-class training, consultation, and implementation services to our clients. We provide training for various courses like Primavera P6, Bentley Synchro, MS Project, Stat Pro, Revit, AutoCAD, etc. Some of our partners are Bentley, Project Viewer, ScheduleReader, Upgrade, and so on. Some of our major clients are KEC, JIC, WSP, Tata Realty, L&T, and so on. Some of our success achievements are Education Entrepreneur Award New Delhi 2017, Company of the Year in 2018, NTC Global Outstanding Education Service Provider Award in 2018. Some of our expertise to providing services across the globe at economical cost and 100% client satisfaction. Today we are presenting essential tools for schedulers and project teams in a Primavera environment. If anybody have any question during presentation, please type into the chat box. Now I would like to introduce our speakers. Our first speaker is Mr. Gaurav Kumar Chawla, founder and director of GKC Consultant OPC Private Limited. He has more than 19 plus years experience as a trainer, consultant, designing programs, content development, and so on. He trained more than 40,000 professionals in more than 22 countries. And our second speaker is Zoran Trajkovski. Zoran Trajkovski is currently working as a key account manager and head of sales at Sinemi. He is in the company almost 15 years and have been working on several key positions as one of the most experienced in the company. He has been traveling and attended on over 10 project control conference and event with the partners around the world on some of the event as a keynote speaker, which were held in Germany, France, Netherlands, Russia, Romania, Australia. And now I would request to Gaurav sir to take it further. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali, and welcome all of you. Thanks for joining in. So today's agenda or the webinar is all about we call it a schedule reader and schedule cleaner. I'll just share the brief idea about it. Rest, of course, Zoran is the champion to take you for the further details about the tool and how it works. See, the idea was, I work on Primavera for almost 20 years now, and I've traveled so many countries, trained them, consulted with them, implemented Primavera at many places. Now, what happens is whenever we are talking about the data sharing on Primavera with Primavera, we need to share either XCR files. If you have Primavera, it's good. If you don't want to spend that much to have another license of Primavera, then you either take it to PDF or Excel. But that's limited data that we get. And the data is not real time. We're not able to check, view, click, or further modify or work onto it. That was the actual need. And with the help of this schedule reader tool, we can actually do all these things real time. So it looks like Primavera works on almost similar kind of environment. You can just simply open the files there, make the changes, and further you can just go ahead onto it. So as I mentioned that I'll not take much of your time because the champion is with us, Zoran. So he'll take you further. And just one more thing that even as Ajli also said, any point in time you feel like you want to ask something, you have some doubts, some questions, some queries, you can type in the chat box. And Anjali, just open that last screen for the certificates and all. So there are some details as well for once it is completed and you will be getting the certificate. In case you don't get it in next 2 days, you can write to us as well and we'll issue the certificates accordingly. Anjali, just switch on that last slide, please, for the contacts.
Okay, sir.
Share that. Yes. So even once the webinar is over and later also you need some demo, you need some additional discussions, clarifications on the tool, be it technical, commercial, anything you want, you have the contact details and you can always contact with us. These are our coordinates available. So with this, Zoran, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Thank you, Zoran, for joining in and sparing out your time for this. So it's all yours, man. Take it up. We'll just try to keep last 10 to 15 minutes for question answers. So I think you already you have almost 40-45 minutes to work with.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction, and thank you very much for the opportunity to organize this webinar. My name is Zoran Trajkovski, and I'm with the company Sinami. So today I will speak about our solutions, ScheduleReader and Schedule Cleaner, and give you more detailed insight regarding the benefits that we offer to the Primavera P6 clients. So first, let me talk about our company a little bit. We are almost 19 years on the market, developing different software project management solutions. We have started with the Civus project viewer. It was a viewer for Microsoft project files back in 2003. Next year, we became market leader with this tool and gained a big entrance into the market. Back in 2009, we have developed iMindQ mind mapping solution, and next what follows was ScheduleReader. So 2016, we have released the initial version of ScheduleReader, and so far we have developed over 30 new versions of it and upgrade this solution on a level that is at the moment, and we have also further plans where to expand with this tool. 2019 Schedule Cleaner was developed. We have more than 10 releases after the initial one, and today I'm happy to say that we have over 70% of Fortune 50 companies are our clients using our solution. Over 6 million users actively use our tools on a daily basis. And also, I'm very, very proud to say that the customer retention is over 90%, which just gives credibility to how our products are developed and what our future should be. We are not stopping here just with these tools. We are at the moment developing another platform. It is PPM. It is called PPM Core. It will be a cloud-based project management and collaboration platform that will contain different modules. Starting with the initial module, it will be Universal Viewer that will open Primavera P6 files, Microsoft Project, Asta Power Project, with aim to open any project management related files. Then we'll have a portfolio management module, We'll have resource management module, lean management, reports, and BI analysis as well. Let's start the presentation with the tools that we have on the topic. The first tool will be Schedule Cleaner. Schedule Cleaner is a standalone desktop solution which has been developed for to remove and anonymize sensitive information from the XER and or XML file before sharing the file with the associates or before importing the file within the source database. Actually, we have two use cases. Use case number one, when the schedulers wants or need to share the file within with the other contractors, subcontractors, then usually they need to remove or anonymize some of the information. Instead of doing this manually, going column by column, cell by cell, and update this information, we automated this process, and just with a single click, group of activities can be removed or anonymized. Also, another use case is when scheduler receives files from some of their associates. First thing that what they do, they import this file to some intermediary database. Having intermediary database can be costly at one side, and also at the other side, it requires manual work to clean POPs, to clean all unwanted information before having a clean file and import it to the source database. With Schedule Cleaner, we provide you with the ability, just with a single clicks, to either convert project to global calendars, project to activity codes, to clean all POPs, to clean all progress and rates, units, whatever you want. Later on, I will guide you through this tool and just show you how this actually works. The process of cleaning is very simple. At the left side, we have the original project plan, so the original XER or XML file format. Once you open it with the Schedule Cleaner, you can set up all the settings about cleaning, anonymizing information inside. And as an output, we get two project schedules. One is the original one that was imported, and the other one modified. So we do not make any changes to the original XER or XML file. It remains the same as it was. And also as an output, we get new modified project plans based on the settings that were added within the cleaner. As an option, we have two ways how to clean. We have a clean way of extracting the file. So under quick clean, we have defined several quick options. So you can change the number of the file. You can convert global EPS to project activity codes. You can convert EPS to global activity codes. You can convert global to project calendars, clean all units, rates, cost, and so on. And also there is a possibility to create a template. You can customize a template. Let's say customize a template for contractor number 1, customize template for contractor number 2, for number 3, and so on. And just with a single click, you will get a copies of the XER or XML file for every contractor, subcontractor, based on the template that was created in the cleaner. Later on, I will also guide you how this can be done. Just to reaffirm the key strengths, the key benefits out of this tool are mainly for the schedulers, for the planners. So instead of changing manually the information within the schedule before sharing the plan with the team or with contractors, subcontractors, you can automate this process using Schedule Cleaner. You can also have control over which information you're sharing to your associates, and also you can customize, you can personalize the templates based on the preference for each prospect. Only the information that should be seen will be available in the XER file just with a single click. And another tool that I I would like to present is the schedule reader. It is a complete dynamic visualization tool for project schedules exported from Primavera P6. So we have started with this tool as a custom solution for Mars Coil. We have started initial version back in March 2016, and I'm happy to say that in the first 3 years we have released 15 major releases, 4 custom releases, which shows how let's say aggressive we were in terms of development, making our solution to best fit of our clients' need. Some of the reasons why clients selected this product is that we offer dynamic working environment for the whole project team, so they can deep dive into the information. The data that they will get will be live data, and they can analyze, they can view, they can see different aspects and analyze the information inside. There is no, it is very familiar to Primavera P6, but in other way, it is very intuitive user interface with no learning curve. So even non-technical guy, people that never have time to work with Primavera P6, they can easily adapt to this tool and start using it from the very first day. Also, we support all important views as in Primavera P6, so all the information will be stored and presented. At the other end, the tool is let's say very cost-saving solution. So the cost is only, let's say, 10% of the price for Primavera P6, which makes it very attractive to implement it on a large scale for a large group of people, so that everyone can get the information and be informed about the project. Another key strength is that we open the files 10 times faster in comparison to P6. That is due to the fact that we do not connect to the database, and we simply work with the files. You can still, using our solution, you can still have the identical look and feel as in Primavera P6. We work with layouts. You can import custom layouts, custom filters exported from Primavera P6 and have the identical look and feel. Also, this is a more sophisticated way to let's say, how to view the schedules. I'm pretty sure that most of you have experience viewing project schedules in PDF, in Excel, getting them in screenshots, but those information are just static information and you cannot work with them. Having a sophisticated tool with which you can do grouping, sorting, filtering opens you a wider perspective to see the project, to see whether it is on time, on budget, and to take actions accordingly. And for the end, our tool also comes with the professional graphical reports, which means that at any certain time, you can inspect the health of the project and be sure where you need to take actions. So this is one screenshot of, let's say, sharing a file over PDF. So if you notice on this picture down below, you can see that this schedule has been exported and it contains 59 pages. So it is extremely hard for the people to see the information over all these pages. If you want to see the sequence, if you want to see the flow, you will need to scroll down, and maybe one predecessor is on page 3 and the other, let's say, successor is on page 43. So you need to scroll down. You will need to lose a lot of time in order to see your activities, your flow. And also you can see that this is just limited on viewing couple of columns. You cannot have control over all columns or do any analysis. And with the red color, you can see that in this picture, people are sharing feedback just by scratching on this paper in the printed version. So reading these updates and updating in the P6, it would be extremely hard, and there is a huge possibilities for mistakes. So that's why our tool that's why our tool came across and handles everything in a very smooth and sophisticated manner. Let me quickly jump through all the features, and then I would like to demonstrate in real how this tool actually works. What you will see the activity view. So at the right side is, let's say, how our tool look alike, activity table, Gantt chart, and down below there is a details part. We'll go into details. We have the work breakdown structure view, where you can see the work breakdown structure with all work breakdown packages. You can see all the resources which are allocated on the projects. You can see the calendars and resource shifts as well. We can present the assignments and how the resources are allocated. And you can see the spreadsheet at the right side. As I said, you can work with custom layouts. You can import layouts from Primavera P6, and also you can create a custom layout within the reader and share it with the other project participants. Good thing is that you can compare with historically older files. So we work with baselines. You can import up to 4 historically older files and compare the data either in the Gantt chart or in the activity table. We work with filters. We have auto filters, exactly the same as in Excel functionality, so that you can structure the data in a way that best works for you. And also down below, we can present the resource usage profile if you want to see more information regarding the resources. When it comes to the Gantt chart, you have the liberty to customize it based on your preferences. You can customize the shape, the color, put labels, so it is up to you. And also one of the key features is that we do have an option to share updates. So there is a progress update feature within the ScheduleReader. How that works? Schedulers create the file in the Primavera P6 and share it to the team. The team opens the file with ScheduleReader and go to the progress update. Once they're in the progress update, they have the liberty to propose updates on several columns. I will show you which are the columns that can be updated. And whenever they make the updates, they just need to save. When they save the updates, that means that an Excel file is created, automatically created, where the XR file was stored. So the scheduler simply needs to import that Excel file with P6 and he will get all updates there. Regarding the fields that can be updated in the activities view, these are the fields that can be updated. So % complete, actual start date, actual finish date, activity status, activity codes, remaining duration, and also all UDFs. And under assignment, you can update % of units, actual start, and actual finish. Also, we do have a feature where you can propose activity within the reader. In order to be able to do this, you need to have 2 user-defined fields, one for updated start and one for updated finish, where these are with date format, where where the start and end date should be inserted. And also beside the standard version, we have a pro version, and the pro version comes with graphical reports and dashboards. We have DCMA 14 analysis assessment. We have 10 predefined reports which can be applied with a single click. And also we have possibility to create a custom report within the reader and share it with the team. And also we go beyond Primavera P6. We offer a linear scheduling view, and that is available in the Pro version. So here is let's say, a common use case why people need our solution and when they use it. So the project manager, scheduler, planner, they are creating the project plans with Primavera P6, and then they need to share these files with different group of people. First, they need to share it internally within the company. to the team leads, to the project manager, or maybe to some C-level people, or going down to the hierarchy, where also the workers should be able to see the project plans, to see their activities, and also they need to share it with the contractors, subcontractors, or other external consultants that just need to be aware of all project information. Before ending this, let's say, PowerPoint presentation, I want to share some list of our clients. I'm happy to say that we have over 500 clients that are using ScheduleReader and Cleaner on a daily basis, and most of them are clients which have implemented on a large scale. So definitely we have a stable customer base with the retention for this tool over 95%, and that gives and motivates us to improve and further develop these applications. So this was, let's say, for the static presentation PDF. Now let me open ScheduleReader and deep dive into details. So as you see, opening a file is a very simple way. So here I have a couple of files. So just with double click on the project plan, I'm able to open the file and see the project information inside. So actually this is the default view of ScheduleReader. In the default view, you're able, let's say, to see several at the left side, you can see the activity table. At the right side, you can see the Gantt chart, and down below we have details view. First thing that I want to share with you is, let's say I can select one file, and down below in the details part, you can see, let's say, the general information about this activity. You can see the status of it. You can see the duration, actual, remaining, total float, and so on. You can see the resources which are allocated, and you can customize this column up in the right corner here under resources. You can add or remove columns and see the information inside. Under relationship, you can see all the predecessors and successors. And good thing here is that you can follow the sequence. You can follow the predecessor successor. So let's say if I select this predecessor, if I click on the go to button, I'm navigated to this predecessor in the activity table as well. And down below, I can see the predecessor and successor of this activity. If I want to see whether this activity is critical driving activity, here in the columns, I have added to see whether this is driving activity. This is yes, and this is not critical. And also, if I do want to customize the information here, that is possible. So in the upper corner in the menu, we have two options for predecessors and successors, where we can customize which columns we do want to see down below. So instead of viewing, let's say, a static data in PDF or in Excel, here you can check all the information about the activity. You can check all the predecessor successors, and you can easily follow the sequence of the activities. You can see whether they're driving critical and see more information which are vital for you in order to understand the project correctly. Also, if you work with activity codes, the activity codes will be listed here. This is exactly the same as in P6. If you work with notes, steps, feedback, expenses, the information will be listed in the bottom view. Another good feature I do want to share with you is the trace logic view. So in the trace logic view, here in the bottom view, you can find it under details. When I have selected the trace logic view, down below, I can see how the activities are connected between each other, and also do have several possibilities. So if I go under format, here I have several options that I can customize about the trace logic view. I can customize the level of predecessors and successors, let's say up to level 3. And I can change the box style. Let's say if I want to see only durations, I can see the information about the duration. If you're not sure about the values in the boxes, here there is a legend. If you click on the legend for each box, you can see which are the information provided down below in the trace logic view. Also, good thing is that you can click on the activities within the trace logic view and follow the sequence. The red color represents that this activity is critical. So let's say if I select this activity, I can follow the critical path. And this represents the driving activities. So from here, people can easily notice how the activities are connected between each other. They can follow the sequence and be up to date with all project information. Another good thing that we have in the bottom view is the resource usage profile. So if you need or want to work more closely how the resources are allocated, you can do that. And in order to do so under format, first thing that you need to do is to select by resource or by role. Let me select it by resource. And now I will need to select one of the resources. Let's say I will select it for the plumber. And here under resource usage profile option, I have the liberty to display units, or let's say I want to see cost. And also I do want to see the S-curve. So I will check the checkboxes for cumulative, click OK. So here you can see the histograms, you can see the S-curves. You can customize the color if you want and have a better visual representation of this view. In the introduction, I told you that we work with layouts, and that is one of the strengths, how to get the same environment as in P6. So working with layouts is a very simple process. You need to click on the file, you need to click under layouts, and here I have option to import layout. I can import XML file format. These are the layouts created within the reader. And if I'm importing from P6, I will need to select PLF file, click OK. And let's say I will import this one, float path. I will need to set a name, float path test. OK. Test one. It has been added. Now I'm going back. And if I want to insert this layout, I can find it here as the last one. Click on the layout and you can see that the layout has been changed. Also, there is another possibility. You can work with custom layouts within the reader and share it with the team. So if I want to create layout as a user from the reader, I will need to go to the layouts. Let's say select the layout for which I do want to make a copy. Click copy layout. Let's say for user one. Set up a name, it has been added. Now I'm going back, and here in the drop-down menu for the layouts, you can find it as the last one. I selected this layout, and now I have the liberty to create the layout based on my preferences. So first thing that I can do, let's say I do want to change the columns which are added in the activity table. At the left side, you can see all of these columns are available for editing. Editing a column is very simple. You just select the column, click on the right arrow, it has been added. If I want to change the position, I have here, and with the upper, I can change the order of the edit column. Or if you want to remove some column, select the column, click on the right arrow, and it will be removed. When I click close, you can see here that the calendars have been added. If I want to change also the information, the column here, I can do that with drag and drop as well. That works as well. Also, next thing, what you can do with the layouts and what you can change or how you can save it, you can apply filters, grouping, or sorting. When it comes to the filters, we do have two different ways to do filter. We have auto filter option, auto filter works exactly the same as in Excel. This is not implemented in Primavera P6. This is Excel-like functionality. Once I select the auto filter, you can see that under each column there is an icon. If I select this icon, now I can select, let's say for the research, just I do want to see the information just for these two resources. Click OK, and you can see that just those resources and activities for those resources are presented. If I want to turn off the auto filter, simply click on the icon auto filter and the auto filter will be off. When it comes to the filtering option, we support 3 different types of filters. We have default filters, which are created by default, and you can apply it with a single click. Let's say if you want to see all completed activities, select completed, click OK, and you can see that only completed activities are presented. So you can customize the information based on your preferences. Critical, you can filter by date range and so on, milestones and stuff like that. So these are default filters. We have layout filters. These are the filters which comes with the PLF file from Primavera P6. So if you receive a file from schedulers, PLF file from the schedulers from P6, together with the layout, we import the layouts as well. And also there is a section user-defined layouts. This means that you can create a filter based on your preferences. Under a new, you can set up a name for the filter and select by which parameter you do want to create the filter, set up the value, add it, and the new created filter will be listed here. Just with selecting it, you can apply that filter. Also, when it comes to grouping, you can group by multiple levels. Let's say VBS by level 5. And also I do want to group by percent complete. If I click OK, you can see that the grouping has been done. You can see here the VBS up to level 5, and you can see the percent complete as well. And when it comes to the sorting, you can sort by any field. And also good thing is that you can add another field if you want and sort the information based on that field. So all these things that I'm, let's say, adjusting now, those will be saved within the layout, and this layout will contain. So the changes for the layouts are saved automatically. If I close the application, if I open it once again, all the columns which are now available will be available within this layout. Grouping, sorting, filtering, everything will be also included. So the layout is saved automatically. Good thing is that we show all the calendars which are saved within these files. We can present those information. If you work with financial periods, you can see the information here as well. Also, you can customize the time scale. So you can customize the information here. You can show primary dates. We can show originally dates. And also if you go under labels, you can change how you want to see the label for the original dates. Another thing, another very good feature that we have is the baseline. Most of you do want to compare historically older files and do want to see what was implemented and what is the progress in the latest version. So you can do that here under File, under Baseline. Here there is an option to import up to 4 different historically older files. Let me now import 2 files. These are 2 baselines for this project. And you have actually 2 ways how to compare the information. You can compare the information in the Gantt chart. So the blue bar represents the current project, the yellow bar represents baseline number 1, and the red one represents baseline number 2. And also, if you want to compare the information in the activity table, here, let's say you can add the column for the baseline and baseline number 1, and you can compare it in the activity table as well. If you want to change the color or shapes, or let's say remove the labels, or relationships in the Gantt chart under format at the top left, we have that option. Here you can remove the relationship lines, you can remove the bars, and also if I select the bar here, you can see all of the bars and be able, let's say, to change name, to change shape, color, to add labels, and make these bars based on your preferences. Beside the activity view, we have also several other views available. We have the VBS view with the work breakdown structure and work breakdown packages. You can add, you can customize columns here. You can change layouts if you want. You can see the calendars and exactly the same as in the activity view. Under project view, we have, you can see the EPS structure of the XR file. So if this XR file contains multiple projects, all of those projects will be listed here. And at the right side, you will be able to see the timescale for each project. Under resources, you can see all the resources which are allocated. And also if you want to see the resource shift, you are able to do that as well. You can customize this column, add or remove any other let's say column that is based on your preferences. Under assignments, you can see how the resources are assigned for a particular activity. At the left side, you can see the assignment table. You can add or remove columns, and at the right side is the spreadsheet where you can see the units, the costs, and select which information should be presented. You can filter, auto filter, group, and sort exactly the same as in the activity view. If you want, you can see the OBS structure. If you need to see all the roles, you can see all the roles here. Now I came to the functionality where I do want to share the progress update, how the progress update actually works. So when we are in the progress update, first thing I need to do, I can select the progress update mode on. So now you can see that several columns are bold, which means we can propose updates. So the progress update works with, let's say, we do not make any changes to this XR file. This XR file remains the same as it was. All the proposed updates that will be done here are automatically saved in an Excel file. So once I select the progress update mode on the same location where this XR file was open, let me show it. New folder is created, and this new folder is in this new folder here, we will automatically create an Excel files. So let me first do updates. So just to show you how this feature works, and then that all the updates will be saved in an Excel file, and then the schedulers simply just need to grab that Excel file, import it to P6, and will be able to see all the updates there, accept or reject. So let's say this activity is not started. I'll put it in progress. Let's say I will put actual start on 20th of July and set percent complete 40. These are completed. Let's say this activity put 30%. And here under comment section, this is a user-defined field which I have been created for the purpose to share updates. So here I have the liberty to write down text and to share updates to the scheduler regarding this particular activity and what should be done. So you can share updates, you can propose updates on actual start, actual finish, activity status, activity percent complete, or remaining duration. So both options are possible. This is user-defined field, so or user-defined field can be edited, and also to activity codes. If you want to change to propose updates for the activity codes, you can do that as well. So once you're done with proposing updates, all you need to do is simply click save. When I click save, you can see that I got information that the updates are saved successfully. This means that Excel file was created on the location where this XR file was stored. And here the updates are saved in an Excel files. So we do not make any changes to this this XR file. Just to demonstrate this, if I turn off the progress update mode, you can see that the updates are now gone, which means that the updates are saved and marked in the Excel file. If I again turn on the project progress update mode on, you can notice that the updates are now shown from the Excel file. Good thing is that multiple people can work with at the same time to a file, propose updates, and all those updates will be saved into one Excel file, and the scheduler can get all the updates in one place. If the scheduler prefers individual updates for each project participant, then every project participant should open the file from a separate location and propose the updates there and store it in an Excel file. So the Excel file, everything is created automatically. All the users that should do is just work with ScheduleReader and never go out of ScheduleReader. Everything at the back where the, let's say, file is stored, it is just sharing the Excel file to the scheduler and importing to P6. Okay, and let me now open another file, quickly guide you through the Pro version. I do want to share with you the graphical reports before I jump to Schedule Cleaner. Let me open another file. And here, all the features that I have demonstrated so far are included in the standard version. And we have a Pro version, which comes with graphical reports and linear scheduling view. With the graphical reports, we have two options. Let's say we have predefined reports, which can be applied with a single click. And also we have option to create a custom reports based on your preferences. How that works. We support DCMA 14 analysis assessment, where you can see the health of your project. You can see on each assessment, which are the activities that relays on, and also you can change the percentage for each assessment based on the industry standard on which for the industry in which you are working. Here we also have activity metrics report. You can see all the activities completed, in progress, not started. You can compare it up to one baseline, and also we show the information in the donut chart for the baseline as well. You can see all the relationship. You can see the constraint metrics if you work with any. Under activity, we have three reports. We have activity status. You can select multiple parameters. We have activity steps if you work with steps. And we have activity units. Also, we have VBS cost. You can select multiple parameters as well. VBS duration and VBS units, and also project cost, project duration, and project units. Beside these custom filters, let's say, which can be applied with a single click, we have option to create a report. To create a report, the process is following. Select create report, set up a name, my report 1. I can select the layout, table, chart, table, chart, chart, table, chart, and table, chart. Let me select chart, and here there are many columns that you can select in order to, let's say, create this report. So all of these columns are available for creating a custom report. Let me do one very quick and simple, let's say, report. I will compare the actual duration. I can filter the information, let's put only critical, and I will compare it with the original duration. Also selecting only completed activities, click finish. So here is how the report look alike. Good thing about the reports, custom report, is that you can export this report in an XML file format and share it with the team. In order to do that, here, file, reports, there is an option to export the report. I can export it and share it with the team. Everyone that got this report can import it to ScheduleReader and use it as a template. And for the linear scheduling, let me open another file. For the linear scheduling, actually, in order to be able to see the time location diagram, you need to have 3 user-defined fields. So those fields are for start position, end position, and for shapes. These are the fields that must be populated in P6 in order to be able to see the linear view. Here are those fields in the activity table, and in order to see, let's say, this project in the linear scheduling view, so we can see the distance and we can see the time period. Here for this special, let's say, project, I have created one layout, and if you customize the codes in a manner, you can customize the codes in a manner how you want to see them, and have in a much appropriate way. You can do the customization here under customize codes, where you can change the color, you can change the border, you can change the shape, and also you can change here the code type. More or less, those are all the functionalities within the reader. I will now jump to the cleaner and make a connection between the reader and the cleaner. So let me now open the cleaner.
Zoran, sorry to interrupt you out. Just have a look, please. We are running out of time as well.
Excuse me?
Zoran, we have 5 minutes left, and we have to take the questions also.
Okay. I will finish in 5 minutes just to demonstrate the cleaner. It is very simple and intuitive tool, and it would be enough time. Thank you. So this is schedule cleaner. Once you open it, this is the default view. First thing that you need to do here, top left corner, you can add file. Let me add one file. Here is the file that I have added. So at the moment, I'm at the quick clean. In the quick clean, first thing, what I want to set, I can add suffix to the new file that will be generated. The suffix will be only clean. I have output folder. So in this folder, the file will be saved. And this is the full name of the file that will be done. So what I can do, first thing, I want to change the version. I want to make this file, let's say 19.12. I want to see to clean all units, rates, cost, pricing. Once you select the activities that should be done, here I can press the play button. When I press the play button, I can see that the action was done. So in a matter of seconds, on this location, this file was created, and these are the settings that has been done. Let's check this. This is the location, and this is the file that was created. Let's first open the source file. So this is the source file, which was not clean. And I do want to show you that on this file, I can change the layout for units and cost. You can see here that I have information for actual labor cost, for total cost. Also here, I have several units. Under resources, you can see the rates and pricing. Under assignments, you can see the cost. Let's now open the file that was cleaned. First thing, under file, I do want to show you that the file version has been now changed. It is 19.12. That was the first thing that I did. Let me change the layout. Same layout. You can see that the numbers are all 0. Everything has been deleted just with one single click. Let's go to resources. You can see the units cleaned. If I go to the assignments, you can see that the assignments table is clean, and also the spreadsheet is clean. So just with a single click, just using the quick clean, adding the file, selecting the activities that should be done, press the play button, I got a new clean file, and I can share this file to the other associates that have a need to view the information without this, let's say, sensitive data. And when it comes to the templates, and I'm finishing here, there is an option, let's say, to create templates, to predefine these templates. Once you create the template, you have all the templates listed here, and you can use them at any time. So let's say if you work on a project with 5 different contractors, here I've created 5 different templates. And in order to create template, you simply need to click new, setup name, setup description, to whom is this file meant, and where you want to store the new clean file. Then you're just setting up the preferences that should be removed, anonymized, or adding prefix suffix. You can use the general, so these are the quick clean. Here are all the files that can be removed. So removed option. You can simply click, let's say I want to delete everything about activity codes. You can mask information. Let's say I want to mask the resources. Let's put it name 1, and then it will be name 1, name 2, name 3. And you can add prefix and suffix. Let's say if you need, you can add either prefix or suffix to any of these categories. Once you're done with the template, this template is created. So here under templates, we are creating the templates. If you select a template, you can see all the information, all the settings that can be done for removing, masking, or adding prefix suffix. And now if I want to apply templates, I'm going back to clean, click on the batch clean, and here I have the list of the 3 files. Let's say I'm selecting the file that I've added. And as you can see, I can apply all templates at once for this project. If I click this button, I will get as an output all these files, which settings about cleaning, removing, and masking for each template. So instead of going manually, instead of changing the information in the schedule for each contractor separately, instead of wasting a lot of time, energy, and having mistakes, you can automate this process using Schedule Cleaner. As a scheduler, you will always get safe, clean, and secure files sent to your collaborators. And also, when you receive a file from your associates, first thing that you need to do or you want to do is to clean this file. Let's say clean it for POPs, progress, clear baselines, risk everything, and then import it to your source database. Thank you very much for the presentation. I know that we were short. Definitely, if someone is interested in another demo presentation, we can do that. We can schedule together with Gaurav another web session where we can demonstrate in front of multiple people from your companies. And definitely, if there are any questions, feel free to ask. So I would be happy to answer to any questions you may have.
Thank you, Zoran. Thanks a lot, yeah. It was really nice presentation, and I really loved the cleaner part. I worked with the scheduler, but cleaner was something new for me as well. Okay, so now we have some questions lined up. I think Anjali has already taken a note of those questions. So Anjali, just start one by one and let Zoran answer those questions. Take the question with the name, please.
Yeah, sure, sir. The first question is by Vinod Vasan. He is asking that this schedule cleaner is only for schedule made in.
Yes, this schedule cleaner is only for project schedules from Primavera P6. So we support cleaning XAR and XML file formats, but also we have another solution called Project Cleaner. It is for Microsoft Project. So if they also work with Microsoft Project, we have another solution, viewer for Microsoft Project called Civils Project Viewer, and Cleaner for Microsoft Project called Project Cleaner.
And the second question is on also from Vinod. He is asking that how do we schedule cleaner incorporate the variation activities in update schedule?
In the schedule cleaner, you have the option to clean, to remove, to mask, and to add prefix and suffix. So the information from the source project are not changed. The file that we have imported to clean remains the same as it was. All we do as an output, we are creating another file which will not have the information that we set to be cleaned or removed. So here are all, let's say, options available for cleaning. If I click on remove, these are all the categories that we can remove from the file. These are all the categories that we can mask, and these are all the categories for which we can, let's say, add prefix and suffix. Let me know if everything is clear.
Yes, Anjali, next question, please.
So yes, our next question is from Ajay Gaikwad. He is asking that is there any direct integration of ScheduleReader and Schedule Cleaner with Primavera P6? If have, how does it work?
Yes, at the moment, no, we don't have integration with Primavera P6, and we have, let's say, a very logical explanation why we are not going in that direction. First thing, in order to have direct connection with P6, you will need a web server license from Oracle P6, and the price for that is between 600 and 900 euros per license per user. So that will be additional cost in order to be able to connect to the database. And also another thing is that we open the files 10 times faster in comparison to P6. If you try to open a large file with a lot of connections within P6, it might take a couple of minutes. If you do that in the reader, you will open it in a matter of seconds. That's because we do not connect to the database, and that is because we simply work with files.
Okay, our next question is from Atish Bamne. He is asking that is the exported XML files compatible for Synchro 4D?
Yes, we support XCR files, XML files, and also Excel files exported from Primavera P6.
Let me just add that, Zoran, because this question is for Synchro 4D, and we are the exclusive channel partners for Synchro 4D in India as well. That's the Bentley product actually. So what happens when we talk about Synchro 4D, whenever we need to import the schedule out there, we can import any XCR file, like direct Primavera XCR file or XML files as well. So what ScheduleReader does, it's not going to change any of the properties or parameters of that file. So the exported XML is as good as Primavera XML file, and that can be easily exported or imported in Synchro 4D.
Any other questions?
I think it is done. The questions and all are done. I'll just share the slide again, the last one. Zoran, can you just please stop sharing for now?
Okay.
So I hope you all have got a good gist of how Schedule Cleaner and ScheduleReader works. In case you need any detailed demonstration for specific, specific to your organization or your group, you can let us know. We'll plan up a proper demo. And if you want any of your project, you want us to work on like POC kind of a thing, where you want your project and we can show it to you on ScheduleReader. That all can be done. You can contact us. We'll be happy to help you out. And further also, any details you have, you will be receiving an email with the feedback request and the recording link. By the way, we are going to upload the recording on our YouTube channel. Anjali will share the details in the chat box. Plus, you can raise your queries, concerns if you have. So for now, it is all done, I suppose. Anjali, do you have any doubts? Do we have any other questions from anyone?
Well, I just want to add something. So for
Definitely.
everyone that might be interested in having additional demo and might end up with purchasing this tool, we will provide special discount if they, let's say, for the next 2 months. So if there is any interest in the tool, we'll be happy to address it and have another, let's say, session. And also you will get some attractive price rather than the one that is official on our websites.
Oh, that's great, Zoran. Thanks a lot for that offer. Definitely will float it to all the participants. Will the post session emails when we are going to send them will post this part as well. So
Yes, and I will create 30 days license key so that I will send it to you so that you can send to the participants. They will have a, let's say, 30 days in order to test it internally, to have initial impressions and share feedback afterwards, whether the tools might be applicable for their company needs.
sure. Thanks a lot, Zoran. All right, guys. Thank you everyone for your time. And with this, we wind up for the day. We're coming up with more webinars, more details for you. Just you can follow us on our LinkedIn page, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook part. Do visit us. Do give your feedbacks on Google Business page as well. Anything, we'll definitely would love to. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, everyone.